Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. The market continues to rally. We were down every day last week, and we've been up every day this week. The S&P 500 was up a whopping 1.1% today. Even more amazing, it was actually down over 1.5% early in the morning. And so it reacted negatively at first to the CPI number that came out and then just turned right around. So that's actually a pretty big reversal. You don't see that very often. I think the last time we had a reversal like that was back in October of 2022 on a daily basis. So the CPI number came out. The core number was a bit higher than expected. So that's when they take out food and energy, was at 0.3%, for the month from July to August. That annualizes out, of course, at 3.6%, which is higher than the Fed wants. And of course, we have 3.2% year over year, number for looking at that core inflation. So now, again, this is a CPI report. When they're talking about getting to 2%, they're talking about core PCE, which isn't reported till the end of the month. But this is the last inflation report that's going to happen before the Federal Reserve, which is 1 week from today, comes out and says if they're going to cut rates and how much. And so prior to this report from CPI coming out, there was a 34% bet in the futures market that there would be a 0.5 point rate cut. After this report, it dropped down to just a 15% bet. So it shifted towards a quarter point as the majority scenario. Really, there's no bet at all that they won't do some type of a cut. And matter of fact, the Fed has as much said they're going to do a cut in their August, speech too. So that's probably already baked into what's happening to the market. But it was really nice to see. I mean, the recovery was very strong today. Motions coming in were within, striking distance of an all-time high again. And so it's kind of been a wild market as far as that goes. We've got these cross currents going on. Are we having a recession? Is inflation coming back? And, I think what the numbers are showing is that, we're in the middle of that. We've got some good numbers. We get some bad numbers. We're ending up in what's called a soft landing. And the Fed is probably going to come out, in my opinion, probably do a quarter point. The market may see that as a mistake. We'll have to see what happens because some of the numbers that are soft, is what the market keeps focusing on. But overall, this has been a great marketplace. It continues to go. I don't see anything, really in the way of this doing quite well for a little while here. However, of course, we are in this seasonal time frame, September, October, prior to a presidential election that can get, kind of rocky at best. And especially for the last, 4 or 5 elections. And as we presented actually on the show, there's a pretty good chart on that if you get a chance to see that. But the last portion of the year generally tends to be quite good anyway, even without the presidential election, but especially with the election. So, hang in there. We've seen some good runs here up and down. This is, I think, sort of a best case scenario. I really don't want the market to go skyrocketing off here and then try to do some more, after the election, because it might get too stretched out. And that's when you get the bigger downturns. I'm actually pretty happy to see this kind of just churning sideways for now and, building up a base. Love to get a nice base here and then jump out of that base and up to a new high would provide some nice support going forward. So anyway, that's what's happening today. Good day to be an investor. Look forward to seeing what's going to happen tomorrow. Thank you very much.